Hello and welcome back to my channel. Glory to Jesus, honor to Mary and Joseph. A young priest recently helped a distressed homeless woman bring two young lives into the world. He shared a remarkable story with Catholic Extension, and now he's wondering what God was trying to tell him through the extraordinary experience. Father Jesús Mariscal is the parochial vicar at St Paul Cathedral in Yakima, Washington. He stepped out of the rectory in September for what he thought would be a quick trip to buy donuts for a marriage preparation meeting with an engaged couple. As he walked past the statue of Our Lady of Immaculate Conception, located on the cathedral's grounds, he noticed a homeless woman in distress standing near it. She was screaming frantically, "I need help! I'm having a baby!" Mariscal couldn't believe it at first, but he looked closely and saw blood at her feet. She cried out, "I'm having it now! I'm having it now!" He called 911 and helped the woman lie down. He put his phone on speaker and placed it on the ground so he could follow the 911 operator's instructions. Within seconds, the woman gave birth to a baby boy. Mariscal handed the crying boy to the woman. "I'm having another," she shouted to the shocked priest. Mariscal helped deliver the second boy. He told the 911 operator the child was still in the amniotic sac, the protective membrane that surrounds a child in the womb. Mariscal saw the baby moving inside it. The 911 operator told him to break it open. This proved more difficult than expected, with precious time evaporating and no tools at his disposal. The priest was finally able to burst the sack with his hands, only to find the tiny infant wasn't breathing. His umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. The operator told Mariscal to lay the child on his side and gently tap him on the back. After a few terrifying moments, the baby started to cry, announcing his arrival into the world. Mariscal placed the second child in the mother's loan-free arm. The morning air was chilling, so he ran inside to get towels. Finally, the paramedics arrived. Mariscal texted the couple he was supposed to meet for marriage preparation. "I'm sorry I'm late for our appointment. I was just helping a lady deliver twins," he wrote. Assuming it was a joke to excuse his tardiness, they responded, "No, Father, you don't have to lie. What is God trying to tell me?" The woman and twin boys were taken to the hospital. The babies were born prematurely at 30 weeks. The priest has visited them in the hospital and they are doing well. He does not know the exact nature of the mother's situation in life. She left the hospital a few hours after being admitted. As far as anyone knows, she has not yet returned. "It's a beautiful story on one side, but heartbreaking on the other," said the priest, whose own beloved mother passed away earlier in the year. "It was a surreal experience," he said. "It was like something from a movie. I was there holding a baby with a bloody hands, and the baby was all bloody as well. And I'm dressed in clerics. And I'm a priest in front of the shrine of Our Lady. And I was thinking, what is God trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me, God? What is this about?" He shared this experience at Mass the next day with parishioners, who also thought the priest was telling an apocryphal story that had no actual basis in reality. But the reality is that they are two new babies who have come into this world thanks to his quick thinking and action. And although they enter the world at a disadvantage, like Jesus, with no place to rest their heads, there is hope. These children will be raised with love. So, what might God have been saying to Mariscal through this experience? Perhaps that life is precious and fragile, and that life is precious and fragile, and that a church that relies around the disadvantaged and the homeless, the naked and defenseless, and the vulnerable is the kind of church that Christ intends to build. Mariscal, who was ordained in 2018, said this story should be about the mother and the babies and how they are. The twins and the women are the protagonists of God's love. They and people like them on the peripheries of our own communities are the ones God is calling us to embrace with our service and love for our neighbor. We thank God for this woman, that God granted her a safe delivery and even called out this woman to come to her rescue. May the name of the Lord be praised, both now and forever. Amen. God bless you, Father, for coming to their aid. And we thank God for this woman. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Ave Maria.